All right, you shared your project URL on the community or the Cursor Discord community. I'm going to take a look at your project and give honest reactions and feedback. So I'm looking at it with fresh eyes. I've never looked at it before. Um, yeah, so I hope it's helpful. Let's jump in. Mule. Okay. I'm on the login page. Let's see if I can get to a landing page. Okay. So there's no landing page. You just get hit with the auth ball right away. Uh, you know, typically I would not sign up, but since I am trying to be helpful, I will. I will go ahead and sign up. All right. Let me create a password here. All right. So I created a password. Let me do this. Cool. Sign up. Oops. All right. Software engineer, company, Beta Bloom, email. Yep. All right. Let's try this. Cool. Check your inbox. Let's see. Now, again, I typically would not just sign up if I'm being hit with an auth ball right away when checking out a product I don't really know much about. So, when you look to share this more broadly, I would definitely consider adding a landing page so people can learn more about your product before signing up. Okay, I received my verification email. Mule aims to be a capability demo for the NuVem's code context graph, providing developers easy way to understand the code base. Okay, verify email. Here we go. Enter my credentials again. I should be able to sign in this time. All right, there we go. So it looks like I'm right into a product demo now. All right, let's see. Index repos, capability demo of Decipher context graph. Is Decipher context graph your thing, or is this some third party standard? Index repos, Camel, Flink, Kafka, Maestro. Okay, I don't know what these are. What are we building today? Connect with deterministic execution after Basil, try an expression project start. Okay. So I'm chatting with some type of agent. Um, Mule is reasoning. You can see some more detail about what it's doing. So I'm not sure what these index repos are. Are these like actual Git repositories that the demo is linked to? Um, yeah, it just requires some explanation. Let me go look at your post in Discord to see what else he said. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it would be nice if I could ingest my own repo here, even if it's just a public repo to begin with, and kind of play around with that. But this really could use a landing page just to kind of explain what this is, what problems it solves, how it's going to help me, who it's for. what the use cases are, all of these things. I just don't know right now. I mean, I kind of vaguely understand. It seems like it's creating some index for code repositories that gives agents, additional capabilities for understanding a code repository. I think that's generally what it is, but I mean, it still can use a lot more explanation. Okay, I have a list of direct dependencies. User also asked. Um, find which classes in the project use this list of available versions. Okay. How do I access this repo on GitHub? Let's say, I don't know. What does this do? What's this button right here? Okay. I guess this button is to send whatever you've typed out here. Okay, so I've noticed a little issue that this text input box where you can type what you want to say to the agent doesn't work when Mule is actively reasoning. Like I wasn't able to click inside this input box and give it focus. Um, so it felt broken. If you want this to be disabled, I think it should have a different state. Like it's some type of visually disabled state with an explanation when Mule is reasoning, or otherwise just make it work and like queue up messages. Let's see. So I guess that's send. It's kind of like the, I don't know, export icon. So I didn't expect that to be a send button. I sort of thought this was going to be the send button, the red button, until I clicked it and saw that it's to send feedback. So let's see. The official browser repository is hosted here. Oops. Kind of just wanted to open in a new window. There we go. Okay, so it did give me the GitHub repo URL. So that's cool. All right. I'm not sure what else I would do with this. Yeah, I mean, and I'm not sure like what the intended use case and method of integration is. Like the coding agents we use have facilities for indexing code and extracting context from those. And so I just wonder, I imagine this is doing that maybe in ways that, uh, in different ways, or to solve unique use cases. And just all of this can use explanation. And I don't, just throwing me into the demo, it's hard to understand. Let me see if there's a way to find. Okay, so I found this page. Um, so I just dropped the subdomain from the URL. I got this, which looks like a landing page. So let's see, the execution intelligence layer for AI native engineering. Modern AI systems are highly capable at code generation, but they fail to understand large-scale enterprise architecture. Decipher solves this by building a deterministic execution graph of the software ecosystem. I think it would help to quantify this. Like, at what point does an architecture become considered large scale by your measure? Like at which point do the modern AI systems you're referencing here start to fall over because of the scale of a given repository or architecture? I think it would help to articulate that and give an example and show examples of things you might prompt an agent to do and where it would fail or be inferior to what you're able to achieve with this new solution. I think it really needs concrete examples and quantification if possible. Um, Services, third-party dependencies, and runtime boundaries. We unify static code-based structure with dynamic runtime behavior. Okay. What does that mean? We unify static code-based structure with dynamic runtime behavior to create a live execution map of the system. I'm not quite sure what that means. Modernize legacy, empower your enterprise safe. Explore Cypher platform. Okay. Okay. I'm going to stop there. I hope this was helpful in some way. I apologize that I don't better understand this and wasn't able to go much deeper, but I hope this was helpful. All right. Thank you.